Hey everybody, it's Brian back with Inspiring How You See That. And you may remember before we did a video where I talked about 10 of my favorite sad songs. And that seemed to go over pretty well, and we had some fun doing it. So we decided to come back and do another one, and we'll probably have some more too, because as you guys know, I love sad songs, and there's just so many that I'd love to talk about. And so again, this isn't going to be necessarily a countdown. It's just 10 songs that I love that are sad, and it could be from any genre. So with that said, we'll go ahead and jump right in. The first song we're going to talk about, and this one takes me back to, my late teens, early 20s. And this song was played around then, and it's called "The Freshmen" by Verve. And it's just such an awesome song, and every time I think about it, it takes me back. And in and of itself, it's sad, but for me, and it's not that it reminds me of sad times, but it reminds me of times that are gone and will never come back. And I think there's a little bit of sadness in that reminiscing, so that song just perfectly sets the stage for that. And again, that's "The Freshmen" by Verve. The next song, and this is one of my favorite bands, I did an artist spotlight on them, and I've talked about them a few times. That's Satin Memphis with their song "Strangers." This one is, and I think almost all of us can relate to this, it's about when you see somebody that you used to have a relationship, that you used to be in love with, and now it's like you're strangers. Somebody that meant that much to you, they were such a part of your life and your heart, and now it's like they're nothing. And so there's that sadness of what is lost. And I think Satin Memphis, Chelsea, and Felix hit it perfectly. And it's an incredible song. And please go check out Satin Memphis. Again, I think they're criminally underrated and absolutely amazing. And so if you want to start with a great one, start with their song "Strangers." Next on our list, this is kind of a classic rock one that I've always loved, and it's so atmospheric. And it's "Nights in White Satin" by Moody Blues. It's just so haunting and such a beautiful song. And it starts out like with that orchestra, and then it comes in with the slow drum beat, and you know exactly what it is, and then the vocals come in, and it's one of those ones you could just close your eyes and it takes you away. And I love songs that have that ability. And so one of my favorites of all times is going to be "Nights in White Satin" by the Moody Blues. Up next, and this one is incredible. It's "My Immortal" by Evanescence. And Amy Lee's voice with the piano, it's heartbreaking. And it's so angelic sounding and so just raw and gets into you. And I am a big fan of Evanescence, always have been, and this is my favorite song by them. So check out "My Immortal" by Evanescence. Up next, one of the best bands of all time, Metallica, and they've got a couple that are sad, which surprises some people, but "Unforgiven" is just, oh man, it's such a raw and emotional and just almost a helpless feeling to the song. And so, of course, you're going to be a downer when you're talking about sad songs. But, God, this song's incredible. And it's one of my favorite songs by them. And there's they got probably 40, 50 that I love. But I absolutely love "Unforgiven." And, of course, there's "Unforgiven 2," the follow-up, which I love. But to me, there's something special about the first "Unforgiven" by Metallica. Up next, and this one is a cover of a song, and it's a cover that I think just far surpasses the original, and that's Johnny Cash's "Hurt." Now, originally it was done by 9 Inch Nails, and I don't particularly care for that version. That's nothing against 9 Inch Nails. They're a great band, iconic band. I just didn't I thought it was kind of creepy, and I didn't like it. Johnny Cash took it, and I think what adds to the sadness and the atmospheric tone of the song is the fact that it was the last song that Johnny Cash released before he passed. And if you watch the video, it just adds to it. I mean, it's literally about a man who has the world, but feels at the end of his life, it's like he has nothing. And he comes to that realization, and it's just incredibly heart-wrenching. And so for that, again, it's one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's Hurt by Johnny Cash. This next one, this one literally will make me shed a tear, and it's because of the way that the singer just opens up her heart and brings the emotion, and it's Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You. The way she sings it, and she gets that quiver, and you can tell that she's right on the verge of bawling, and you feel her emotion. It's incredible. I've heard a lot of emotional sad songs. I think she's the best at doing that. And this was covered by Claudia Heuser, my friend, and she did a beautiful job with it too. And it just, that song, and there's been a lot of people that have covered it. And I think Claudia was the one who got closest to the spirit and just the overall performance that Dolly Parton had. And Dolly is the queen of country music for a reason, and this song, I Will Always Love You, is just the absolute best. And so, go check out, I know there's been others that have done well, like Whitney Houston, but you gotta check out the original with Dolly Parton. Moving on, this is one of my favorite bands we did an artist spotlight on. I love these guys, and I think this song is the biggest reason why. It's No Resolve with their song Dancing With Your Ghost. Again, it's one of the most haunting ones, and you watch the video fits it perfectly. And Oscar, the lead singer, I mean, man, that guy has some pipes on him. He can just lay it out there, and he's joined by Ashley Garza on this song, and it's incredible. It's actually, I've included this in my my video that I did of some of the best duets in music and collaborations, and with good reason. It's an absolutely just dark and atmospheric song that is just sad and beautiful all rolled into one. So I highly encourage you to check out No Resolve and their song Dancing With Your Ghost. This next one has a very special place in my heart because it's kind of my go-to whenever I've done karaoke. And I love singing this song. I don't know what it is about it. It's sad, it's emotional, but it's just so dang beautiful. And it's Poison's Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I mean, it just, again, like many of the others that deal with, kind of the loss of a relationship and that loved one, no longer being that part of your life. And it's incredible. Bret Michaels' voice, everything about it is top notch. And so check out Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison. And the last song that we're going to talk about in this video, it's a country song from the 90s by Sawyer Brown called All These Years. And again, it's another one that just, it's really about, and it doesn't justify it, but it's about infidelity in marriage. And, the husband walks in on his wife with another man, and he's laying out, hey, this is how you treat me after all these years. I've been working hard trying to provide. And then she kind of turns it around that, you haven't been here after all these years, and there's no excuses made, but there's just that raw emotion and that guilt from both sides. And I just think it's so wonderfully done. And Sawyer Brown does such a fantastic job. And I don't know if another band really could have pulled it off as well as they did. And so definitely check out All These Years by Sawyer Brown. So that wraps up our second episode of some of my favorite sad songs. And if you like this, give us a thumbs up. Again, let us know what you think of this list, and let us know what some of your favorite sad songs are. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and as always, thank you so much for spending this time with us. And we love you guys. God bless, and rock on.